Good morning, everyone. It's Sunday Morning Coffee with Lisa. I'm Spiritual Coach Lisa Hop. It is Sunday, July 19th, 2026. Thank you so much for joining me today. If you're new to this podcast, please be sure to check out my website at lisahop.com. I'm also here on YouTube. Please like, subscribe, and share if you're listening through YouTube. I am on Instagram under Spiritual Coach Lisa Hop. I'm on Facebook under Lisa M. Hop, Spiritual Coach and Medium. I'm on TikTok under @Lisa M. Hop. So please check me out there. I've started to put more frequent videos, little tips of how to live life in the best possible way. Check them out and let me know how you like them, comments, questions, whatever you would like to post. And for those of you who listen every week, thank you. Excuse me, I appreciate you so very much. I'm very grateful, and I mean that. I wish I could find another word in the dictionary for grateful and blessed and humbled, but I truly am to the feedback that I get. I hear every week from someone that they listen to this podcast, and it just makes my day. I mean that, it makes my day. It tells me I might be doing something right, even though I am no way a professional podcaster. Now, this is, as you know, because you're listening, I'm going to say something. I'm about to say something that might sound ridiculous. Yes, you're listening. So, of course, this is just an audio podcast. Sometimes I think about having a little video podcast, maybe interviewing people, but I'm not there yet. I'd like this to kind of be like my bit of a blog on audio at this time. But stay tuned. You never know. You never know what might be coming. So today, I was a little bit torn on what to talk about, to be honest, but I wanted to talk about something because I do, like to mix things up a little bit, not talk about the same topics every week. And so I decided just to kind of talk about the wonderful impact my week had on me today. And I made the opportunity, I set appointments this week to spend time with a couple close friends. And I do have to schedule my lunches, things like that, just as you would schedule a personal appointment to go see the eye doctor. I do. And it's just the way it is. And so I scheduled it. I scheduled a couple this week. And both were wonderfully different in their own way because they're wonderfully different friends. But the one friend and I were having a very deep discussion for hours, and it was just so joyful to us to spend time together and to understand each other, to appreciate each other, to be grateful. And we were talking about, other friendships that we had in our life and other relationships we've had in our life. And she said something so wise, so profound to me and perfect. She was speaking about herself, said, they should know who I am and they should know who you are, and that is so true. The people around you should know you and appreciate you. All the quirks, all the imperfections, all the perfections, all of that. And in that way, there's never a need to explain yourself. There's never a need to tell your side of a story. There's never a need to clear your name or protect your name, because if you're genuine, if you're authentic, then people should know you, should know who you are, and then they can decide if they want to spend time with you, if they want to be a closest relationship in your life. And then the other friend was just appreciation of, just appreciation of our friendship, sharing travel, and just enjoying our time together. Jim Rohn, the great teacher, manifestation teacher, a bit of a life coach, wrote books. He said we are the average of the 5 people we spend time with. And then the other 5 are, our family, perhaps coworkers, people that maybe we don't necessarily choose with our will. But there are an average of 5 people that we choose. And I was really, I've been watching him a little bit more. And I was really thinking about that. And I've noticed around me that the average person around me, whether they are physically in my life or are friends online, they all have common elements that I love. And that I feel like I upgraded or up-leveled to get. But for myself, I asked for it for myself because I wanted to. They are enthusiastic, they dance, they laugh, they want to live life to the fullest. They're kind, they're warm, generous, honest if they're having a bad day, honest if they're having a great day. Again, if I haven't said it, authentic, and enthusiastic, encouraging, cheering you on, cheering me on, that's of course what I mean. Challenging me to make quick decisions about things in my life rather than overthink. No procrastinating, make quick decisions. Supportive, so supportive. And these people, I get literally, sometimes I get up in the morning and look for them. I look for them perhaps on Instagram, on Facebook. It's like, what are they posting today? How can I inspire them? How will they inspire me? But also, again, the people in my life physically there that like me and really like me. I feel like maybe Sally Wood or Sally Field a bit, and you like me, you really like me, when she won for Norma Ray. So that energy is so important. How many of you have been around people? Maybe it's old friends that you've known for decades, but you're not really aligned with them. They're in your life because you're keeping the connection. And that's all right. But remember the average of who you have around you. Thankfully, I don't think she listens to my podcast, but I have an old high school friend that is, I could describe her just like I describe my friends. She's another closest friend. So grateful, so blessed. Not to embarrass her, but she sent me flowers out of nowhere once just to say hello. Wow. That's something, number one, I never think to ask for someone or expect someone to do that. But that's who she is. Just kind, generous, thoughtful. And so, it's so important to think about who do you have around you that you're choosing to have around you. And are they aligned with who you want to be, who you want your people to be? You see, because when you have good relationships around you, it raises your vibration. And when your vibration is raised, that's when you have success. That's when the wealth is built. That's when the health is better. There's been studies of communities that thrive, that live long. And one of the huge things they have is the community, the friends, the laughter, activities together. Yes, sometimes there are people in this world that want to be alone. But for the most part, we know that we are connected to each other, that we are one consciousness. So we want that community. We want to be part of a village, even if we need time for ourselves. at times, and time for ourselves is important. So they walk together, or they have or play pickleball together, laugh together, eat together, have faith. Perhaps they attend a church together if they will, And so it's so important to keep in mind the value, the pricelessness of having some type of community. And in this day and age, you can have community in any way. Again, you can go online and find community. It's not altogether easy for me to find community online, to find a group that is positive, that raises vibration. But I'm not giving up on it. I have people that are in other parts of the country and world that are online, but I mean, as far as finding a community, I'm having a little trouble with that one. But again, not giving up on it. Somewhere out there is alignment of interests, commonalities in other ways. No, I'm sure it's out there. Maybe I'll even start one. Sometimes I think about starting my own. And so the only thing that stops me is that I have a concern about having the time to start my own community. But stay tuned. Stay tuned. So when we have this higher average of people around us, they're going to be almost like mastermind group. They're going to listen to our ideas. Perhaps we'll listen to their ideas. They're going to bolster us. They're going, again, the laughter, the higher vibration. People who get together and it's not that you're not supposed to get together and talk about what's troubling you, but when your group tends to be more people who feel that they are victims, life will show you your victims. You are the energy that you have inside yourself and what's around you. If you want to find problems to complain about, and the people around you support that, then life will continue to bring you problems. It's about energy. So when, in a larger sense, when your community does have, a moment, when we all can have moments when we're feeling sad or concerned or tired or weighed down. That's okay. But when you live there, when the people around you are gossipers, gossiping is a lower energy. And here's the truthiness. If people around you are talking about someone behind their back, they're talking about you behind their back too. And is that the company that you want to keep? And so when you don't keep company like that, then your vibration rises, your health improves, you feel better. If you're someone who deals with pain, you'll have less pain or no pain. That is the key to life, and it's the key to happiness, support, and it gives you a feeling of safety, of security too, knowing that you can count on someone. Another bit of conversation we had was the appreciation that my friends and I, and the conversation we had, by the way, when we got together this week, my friends and I can go weeks or months without seeing each other. But we know we're there. And there's a great security in that life can kind of give you time balance challenges and such. But we know that we're a text away. I'm here. We know we can count on each other. We know that the other person is not saying, not complaining about us. They're not giving enough time to me. They're not doing this enough for me or something like that. No, it's unconditional. And the people around you should be unconditional. What they give is what they want to give. And they don't write invoices. They don't expect that they give you something they receive in return. They just give generously. They give out of joy. They give out of love. And so that security of knowing that you're not having someone somewhere unhappy with you or thinking, because I've seen it on, social media where, people will post, if they're ignoring you, just ignore them and pay attention to somebody else. It isn't, we're not ignoring each other. We're just giving each other space to live life. And without that heavy expectation of having the conditional obligatory giving. No, but then we will say, okay, it's time. Let's get together. I miss you, and so, very important to know it should, I don't use this word easily. It should be easy. It should be, it's a healthy commitment, healthy. The relationships in your life should be healthy. And yes, honest. It's all right for a relationship in your life to tell you a blunt truth if you need to hear a blunt truth, but never with all caps. Should a relationship in your life disrespect, raise their voice, complain to you about you? No. That's an inner fix for them. That's them. People project their own inner pain and own inner hatefulness onto others. When a relationship wants to do that to you, it's time to let it go. It is time to let it go. I won't have any of it. I'm just been on this earth too long, have learned too much, want to live a quality of life. I'm having none of it. But pay attention, people. Pay attention, listeners. Are there people that you know that are okay with that? That don't mind spending time with people like that? That tells you something. That tells you something. Now, sometimes, as I said, these people are family. Sometimes these people are people that would be the other 5. But always protect your spirit, yourself, your inner health. How do you feel? Give that balance to yourself. Take those walks in nature. Nutritionally take care of yourself. Rest when you need to rest. So very important. Quality of life. I tried to be part of a group earlier in the week last week, of course, where it was a club talking about the blue zone regions that are around the world. And the blue zones are what I hinted to you before about how they have community. And it promotes their longevity. And a lot can live to over 100. So they've been studied. Like, what's the key? Faith, community, no processed foods for the most part, activity, walking, pickleball, gardening, getting up and walking to church, up a hill in Italy, up a stone walkway. And so it's the inner quality of life and the outer quality of life that promotes their longevity. Well, yes. A lot of people who had no idea what a blue zone is and just saw Living to Over 100 Club came on. Tell me what to do. Tell me what steps I need to take. And then others were negative. Not towards them, but just negative. So I had to get out. Because there isn't a step to do. There isn't It's your inner self. It's how you feel. It's quality. It's not what vitamins you take. It's not even what habit you have. Yes, if you have a tremendous amount of stress and then you have a habit that's not great for your body, that is not going to promote longevity. However, if you have a life where everything's adding up in a wonderful way and you still have a little bit of a habit, then yes, you can have longevity. I love seeing those interviews when someone is celebrating their 100th birthday and they say, what's the key to life? And they say, I drink a shot of whiskey a day. Now, of course, there's more to it. And by the way, I'm not promoting drinking whiskey. All right. That's just what they said. But it's of course it's more. They're spry. They're quality. They drop the stuff that takes away their energy. The people that takes away their energy. No, they have enjoyment. They keep their mind sharp. No, people who live long play games. So, because it keeps their mind sharp. But they also surround themselves with community. People look out for each other. When an older person needs care, the community steps in to care for them. They don't send them off somewhere. They come to them. So these are little keys. It's really truly about love and action. So I encourage you today to consider taking a look of who's around your life. Do you need to unfollow someone? Do you need to step back from someone entirely? Do you need just to give yourself distance at times? Do you need to change that job? Do you need to change your inner self in some way? Whatever that may mean, look at it because it will benefit you. It will benefit you in what comes forward to you to add to your life. Are you living a low vibratory life or are you living a higher one? The higher you live, feeling good inside, and having the average person around you on the outside, that is where the wealth comes from. That is where the health comes from. You cannot attain everlasting, long-lasting health if you are focusing on ill health and around people that cause you emotional pain or stress or worry or any strife. It's low vibration. Healing cannot take place when you're at a lower vibration. It can only take place when you're at the higher vibration. Same with abundance in every way, which is not just about money. And relationships bring always a quality of life. And so look and do whatever changes you can if necessary, and baby steps are fine. The changes that you might want to see in your life have to start with yourself. And who are you allowing around you? And, I just feel intuitively to say this. Allow people to be who they are. Accept them. That doesn't mean, though, that they are in your vibration, in your energetic circle. And they may not like it, but let them be where they want to be. No one changes for another. No one changes until they're ready to. If there are people in your life that want to be victims, let them be victims. You be a victor. And life hands you how you feel. Remember that. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope that you connected with that in some way, and I just wish you many blessings, all the best. Remember, go to my website at lisahop.com. Most of what I offer is available not only in person, but through Zoom, and some by telephone. So, check it out. And if you're on YouTube, please like, subscribe, and share. And if you're on Facebook, follow my page. That's where I'll post events and other inspirations Monday through Friday. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Until next week, take care.